Stephen Austin has entered from the left side. Now for this man, this fine young gentleman. Greetings, representation of Mexico. It's me, Stephen Austin. I hail from the United States of America, and my father had gotten a land grant from the Empire of Spain for various amounts of land northwest of a specific river that I forgot because this thing is rushed. Northwest of that specific area, referred to as Tejas. So, now that my father has died of ligma, I need to cash out this land grant for all that it is worth. I am the beneficiary of this land, by the way. So, can you give me the land? Okay, Gringo. This land north of, I think it's... I'll find the specific river in a second. It's all yours, buddy boy. You're only allowed to bring in 300 families. You're only allowed to bring in 300 families worth of people into it, though, because we don't want too many people in this area. Poggers. And then Stephen Austin left. And not Santa Ana left. And then, you know, he eventually came back with a bunch of families of people and settled the area. But I'll get to that in a second, because I didn't draw that, and I'll have to draw that right now. Ooh, look at that, pretty tunnel effect. So, when Sam Austin got the land that would eventually become most of Tejas, he went back to the United States and advertised Tejas as having really cheap land that would be really good to live on, right? For like ranching and farming and whatnot. And as such, that became so wildly successful that he ended up getting like way more than 300 families. It was more along the lines of like a couple thousand. In fact, by the 1840s, the population of Texas was around 70,000 people, which made it one of the largest areas in Mexico. So, anyways, if you look at the this map here, this is the area of that one place. I forgot what place we were talking about. So, as you can see here, this is Texas. This is not Texas. Any questions? Good. This area you don't go to, because that's where the dragons and the Innsmouth people live. This is Mexico. They become kind of mean later on. Spoiler alert, they become pretty mean. Also, a lot of the people that go into Texas, specifically the white people, come in through not Texas. You know, mostly from like Tennessee or here. Just so you know. So anyways, when friggin' Texas was founded, a bunch of things happened. Most notably, one of the worst things was that when Texas was founded, slavery was banned in Mexico, which meant that it was banned in Texas too. And that made the people in Texas who owned slaves very mad. They did not like that they could own other people, and it was an issue that had to be taken seriously at the time, because history be like that sometimes. And And throughout the 1820s and into the 1830s, there were various more attempts by the Mexican government, led by one. Where's that little man? Where is he? Led by one Santa Anna to enforce sovereignty over the people who lived in Texas. And they were very upset about that. So much so that in 1835 there was an incident known as the Battle of Gonzales, where various Mexican troops tried to go into a Texan area to get a cannon. They were retrieving a cannon from this area, and the Texan military, led by Sam Houston, who I did not draw because this is rushed, he came in with his troops, and they were all like, pow, boom, blast, pew, pew, boom, kersplash. And this was the first major win for the Texan military, and it was the first battle of the Texan Revolution. And so, as the Texan Revolution started, Stephen Austin needed some help to gain the independence of Texas, so he went around the United States to get funding, weaponry, and troops to assist in the war effort. Unfortunately, by the end of the year 1836, he died of pneumonia. So, he is now out of the picture, but I'll still keep using this picture because Sam Houston looks very, very similar to Stephen Austin, and I don't care enough to draw another Stephen Austin to be Sam Houston. Okay, so you got Samuel Houston and the president of Mexico, Antonio de Lopez de Santa Anna. Very handsome man right here. They were the commanders of both armies battling in the Texan Revolution. That doesn't matter. So anyways, in 1836, Santa Anna gets a 6,000-man army to go into Texas and quell the rebellion. And so half of the army besieged the Alamo near modern-day San Antonio, and the other half battled along the Texan coastline. Both of them won, and as a way to quell the revolution, every single Texan prisoner of war in both these battles were killed, which was like over 500 people. Let's get some Alright. Gotta get this done. Gotta get this done real nice and quickly. Alright, that's fine. So anyways, Sam Houston, he catches back up. He leads a big old campaign against Santa Anna, military campaign, and eventually, after some really good tactical maneuvers, he catches Santa Anna. Plain and simple. And Santa Anna's like, oh no, I've been caught. And so he signs the I gotta get this thing done. He signs the treaty. Velasco. He signs the Treaty of Velasco, which ends the Texan War. You know, that gives Texas full autonomy. Mexico still treats Texas very poorly and does anything they can to get into Texas's way, much in the way that Britain did with the 13 colonies for a while, until eventually later on, in 1846, Texas is annexed by the United States, which triggers the Mexican-American War, which eventually leads to the getting a huge chunk of land near in where we would consider the modern Southwest, in the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. So, you know, give me one fat A, Miss Miller, so that I don't have to take one fat L. I mean, come on.